Hello there, welcome to another Monday night stream. Today I thought I would do something different and actually not do a Star Wars stream, but I think it would still very fitting with the space battle theme that we've had running for quite some time. Krogan and Grand Admiral Thrawn, welcome. Grand Admiral, I think you're particularly going to enjoy this game if you've not played it. Thomas, good. I'm glad you made it here at the start of the stream. Berserker of Thrawn, welcome. A Human, welcome. So yeah, I'm playing this. I'm playing an Anabasis campaign, and the idea is you play through a sequence of 10 battles, and the fleet you have is persistent through all the way through to the end. So if you lose anything, it stays lost, and if you gain anything, you get to keep it. I'm trying to figure out how to pronounce your name. Afro Root Witch. So I'm just going to go with that. Hope that's okay. Welcome. I also enjoy Battlestar Galactica. I've been listening to the live new album, and it kind of got me back in the Battlestar Galactica mood, so I thought that's why I'm going to play this. This is the fleet that I had last time I tried this. I've never made it to the end before, so this should be quite interesting. I'm going to move that slightly further away from that Battlestar. So I can actually name some of these ships. So you can't. Which one is the Athena? Athena is this big one here. I think it's a great game. And you're going to see me playing it in a moment. Stuart, hi, welcome. I'll look into it during the next Steam sale. I'm assuming it's on Steam. This is. What they really need to do is make a Star Wars game like Deadlock. So I've gone with the name Athena, but if anyone would like to choose something different. And I can't choose a name by typing it, I can only pick them from this list. This will be our flagship. Unofficially, of course, because it doesn't really support that, but we're going to stick with the name Athena. Let's say, yep. Call it Horus. Alright. Go find Horus. Right, well, that one we'll call Horus. This one we'll call Inquisitor. You can play as Cylons, but not in this game mode. Gladiator. Right, we've got this one we'll call Gladiator. We've got one more big Battlestar here. initiative there. I thought it was a very good episode of Bad Batch. And we'll leave it at that because of spoilers. Right, so we're going to call this last Battlestar. Robotic Pope, welcome. I must want to name it Loki in honor of the new show. This takes place, it's connected to the rebooted series, not the original, and it takes place during the first Cylon War. Now, I've got the DLC that adds the stuff from the modern, as far as the TV show goes, era. Right, let's proceed. Too late. I saw you suggested Mars just as I clicked on the button.
I've already got an idea on what our next jump coordinates should look like and updated the evac plan accordingly.
Right, so the thing to do is to place this. So before each mission, you get to position your fleet, and we've got these two civilian ships. And what I like to do is put them in the back. And this first mission is going to be incredibly boring. And the reason for that is
We're getting faster at triangulating our location.
We're lucky they weren't already here waiting for us.
It takes 3 turns for the drive to spool up, and it'll take longer than that for them to get within firing range. So rather than engage them and taking damage, I'm just going to turn to the side and move this way, because I want the ships to be at full health once we get to the more challenging battles later on in the campaign. Like I said, everything is persistent. So I'm not even going to launch Vipers.
So say we all. So say we all.
We're not going to be ramming anything. So what happens is the game's paused. You can issue orders to your ships, and when you end turn, they get carried out. Hoppy, welcome. Yes, it's a shock I'm not playing a Star Wars game or doing anything Star Wars related. Although I do think a Star Wars game like this would be great. Just correct that a little bit, but otherwise it's fine. Lower that just in case, because they can collide with each other, which is not something that we really want to do. So the idea is to escort the civilian ships back home to the 12 colonies, which is obviously inspired by the basis of the show. I'm just gonna carry on. Oh, the Cylon's working out there. move. Alright, we're going to carry on as this is, because it's only one more turn before we can jump.
Action stations, this is not a drill.
Right, we can jump. We've got a choice of 2 different destinations. Icon H73, which has 3 extra turns for cooldown. Oh, minus 3 extra. 3 shorter turns for cooldown, and we get R&R cost is. Or we can go to Hades 927, which has less Cylon processing power. Future, yeah, I really like this game. I wish they do a Star Wars game like it. And Michael, welcome. Yes, it's a surprise. I'm not doing a Star Wars stream for a change. Right, I'm going to go to Hades because I like the idea of the Cylons having less processing power. So we'll proceed to the jump.
I hate the quiet before the first shot.
So that's the first mission done. And like I said, that's an incredibly boring one, but it will liven up very quickly. It also gives you the option to replay the battle as a movie sequence. I'm not going to do it for this one because there's nothing really exciting to watch. So we'll move on to the next mission. So here we've got a nebula. We want to avoid the nebula, but the starting location position for all the ships is fine. Right. Again, I'm going to do the same maneuver. I think we'll actually be engaging the enemy this time.
Yes, sir.
I'm not going to launch Vipers though, because again we only have a short window before we can jump. 4 turns. The Cylons get reinforcements in 6, so we'll be gone before they arrive.
Understood.
This is the new Galactica, but they do have... It's based on the first Cylon War, so they do incorporate lots of old Galactica content in it. Such as the design of this Battlestar, called the series. It's also the design of the original 1980s Battlestar. Now, as you can see here, these are red, which means they're going to collide if I don't change their positions, where they're going to move to. And that would be bad.
Yes, sir.
Well, basically, to survive 10 missions, and everything is persistent with cross missions, so any ships that take damage, that damage will stay. Krogan, I have played that game, not for a while, but yeah. Starbuck's not in this game. So, neither. Right, we'll go on with the first. It's more roguelike. The missions are not randomly generated. They're not procedurally generated, but basically at the end of each mission you get a choice of 2 places to jump to.
On it, Commander.
And it will tell you what is good and bad about each one. And as you get, so the early missions are fairly, the options are pretty good in favour of the player, but as you get on, the Cylons get they benefit the Cylons more, which is not so good.
Prepare flak ammunition.
So say we all.
The Cylons in this are the toaster variety. Slow that ship down a bit. I think we've got 2 turns left. They might be about to launch missiles, or so we're going to start the flak. To protect the civilian ships. So also everything, so the way there's collision as well, so if the Cylons start firing at the civilian ships but these Battlestars are in the way, the Battlestars will take the damage. But we've got flat cannons which will intercept any missiles that come along. I'm going to move that Battlestar down there. I just realised you got 2 Lokis.
We're going to make them pay.
This ship doesn't have flak, so we kind of want it to.
Yes, sir.
Since we've only got 1 turn left, it means that they don't get reinforcements so quickly, as far as I know. We're going to enable flak there. Okay, and turn.
Waiting for the roar of that first salvo. Are we just a jaded blitz them as well?
Actually, this mission might not be as interesting either, because now we can jump. Alright, let's see what are the options this time. So I could stay here another turn to find out what the second point of this destination is. Or I can wait 3 more turns. I don't think it's worth it. These early destinations tend to be good regardless, so we're going to jump to this one because it gives them an extra delay on the Cylons. So better fix that.
On it, Commander.
Oops, I didn't press the jump button. Oh, yes I did.
Weapons free, prepare for engagement.
Again, I'm not going to do the replay on that because it wasn't particularly exciting. Got 26 of you guys watching. Exciting. I do promise that this game does heat up very quickly. Right, so here we've got a civilian ship which is going to be joining us. Which is another ship to protect. Now this is where things get a little bit more interesting. Because I need to get it protected by the fleet before the Cylons reach it. And of course the Cylons are jumping in there. Right, where is it? Well, it's already heading in the right direction. Let's speed it up a little bit. I can control the civilian ship, which is helpful. But we want to get the Battlestars in position to protect it.
On it, Commander.
No, we don't want flak yet. We want Horus to launch Vipers. We're going to launch all Vipers. Oh, that's a Raptor. We don't want to do that. And the Inquisitor can launch Vipers too. You can see the tiny little dots. Those are the Vipers. I'm trying to avoid engaging this enemy too much in these early missions. Though this one we've got 9 turns before we can jump, so we will be fighting.
Understood.
Sent the Vipers on ahead.
Run throughout the ship.
I think we want to bring this ship closer.
Understood.
So we've got Cylon fighters here. They're too far away to be identified, and some bigger ships moving in. See, how can we position this? That should work.
Understood. Yes, Commander.
Alright, they've launched missiles.
Missiles incoming.
Right, time to deploy the flak. on the right side of all ships that have that capability. The series is a problem here. That should fix it. And the other Loki also has flak, so we'll deploy that. It's a smaller flak field, but useful. The tutorial is definitely worth playing because it's a fun game once you get the hang of it, but I do recommend go back to it and finish that tutorial.
So say we all.
Right, we're going to slow down the civilian ships a little bit because we want to
Yes, sir.
make sure that the Cylons don't have a clear field of fire. We've got Cylon raiders coming in here, and let's take them out.
Understood. Missiles incoming!
I need front reload.
Fighter squadron is taking fire.
We took out those missiles. He's my favourite Bad Batch member. Probably Hunter. I'm pretty sure that buzz droids would be a Cylon invention. And obviously I'm not playing as them. Right, how the ship's doing. That doesn't need to go off to the side. Somebody X was really good timing, isn't it? I hope you find the stream interesting. If there's a next time there's a Steam sale, I'm sure this will be in it. It's not the most recent game now. I think I'm happy with the way the ships are going there. Looks like we've taken out all of the Cylon fighters.
Civilian ship is taking damage.
Where? Don't know how it took damage because there were no Cylons anywhere near it. Okay. 5 turns. And 3 before the Cylons get reinforcements. I'm going to send the Vipers to attack this. Because whatever's going on over there, they're not moving. Can always change the orders. Well, they're turning around over there. Well, we can do something about that. We need to turn the fleet. Not specifically, but when the mission is over, I'll do it for this one. I didn't do it for the other two because it wasn't really worth it. but it creates a sort of replay mode, and it's basically just a movie out of the events that happened during this
So say
mission,
we all.
and that's a really nice little feature.
So say we all.
There's a little hole in the defences there, so we're going to move that Battlestar up to fill it. Everything else looks right. Nope, missed one. That'll do. More missiles incoming.
Missiles incoming.
Near miss there. 3 more turns, but we've got 2 more turns before they get reinforcements. The civilian ships are active, I can control them. Criven, it was released very quietly, they didn't do much advertising for it. So we're going to move that freighter there, so it's better protected. And we'll slow down the Battlestars a bit. I've got a feeling that the other Cylon reinforcements that are about to show up are going to turn up on this side. I mean, I hope I'm wrong, but we'll see. We can hammer them quite quickly if they do. Staraka, well, thank you for dropping by even briefly. As you know, the stream will be added to the YouTube channel as soon as it's finished, so you can catch up with it when you're awake. Have a good night.
Hostile unit identified.
Sustained incoming. Vector 1-6.
Hostile unit identified.
I knew it. We've got 2 turns before we can jump, so I'm going to recall the Vipers. And by recall them, I'm going to move them ahead of the fleet. So, these Cylon ships here are a problem. Oh, future. Some missions they do. New civilian ships join you. Like in this particular mission, when it started, this transport here was needed to rescue, so you can control it and then basically have it join the fleet. Sometimes they start too close to the Cylons and there's not much you can do to save them, but this time I was lucky. And also we need to...
Yes, Commander.
see... That one's got nukes, so I don't think we want to deploy a nuke. But what we need to do is get the civilian ships in the middle of the fleet. Because we do need them. I'm going to change the flak on this one to the left side because we can protect the civilians from missiles that ship's about to launch. I could nuke them, but it'd be much more satisfying to save the nuke for
Civilian ship is being attacked.
We're
future
taking sustained
missions.
fire.
Missiles incoming.
Oh, more reinforcements that are not on my side. This is going to be interesting. Somebody X, nice little aliens reference. We're going to focus fire on that ship there with this Battlestar, and so with that one.
So say we all.
See, where are the silence on this side?
On it, Commander.
What we don't want is for my Battlestar to go right into those missiles. So if we go there, should avoid them. Look at that near misses there. That's lucky. Oh, what's this going to crash into?
Yes, sir.
It's this one that's the problem. We have it come to there. That should be it. Right, let's go.
Civilian ship is taking damage.
Hostile unit identified.
We've got more Cylons that just jumped in. That's annoying, but not unexpected. Right, we're going to
Understood.
have those return to base. And
Recalling
those.
squadron. On it, Commander.
Just checking the damage of the other ships. I don't think we're going to be destroying anything. We just need to one more turn to recall the fighters, and then we can jump. Protect the civilians.
Celestrin's taking damage.
Hostile unit identified.
Civilian ship is taking damage.
They haven't returned to base yet. Where are they? Okay, one more turn should get them back.
Yes, sir.
Somebody else. Yeah, this is the first Silent War. Though I do have the DLC which has the ships from the show, which obviously were not invented during the first Silent War, but I do like playing with them, so they're here. Actually, I think that ship's about to explode. What about on this side? That probably won't last so much longer. If I focus fire on it, this one can focus fire on it. We should see some nice explosions, and then we can jump. Let's go.
Civilian ship is taking damage. Missiles incoming.
All attack those fire at will.
Civilian ship down.
Whoops.
Come on, we can do better than this. We're supposed to take these people home, not drag them through hell with us.
So that could be a problem. Right, we can jump. Oh, and as you see, I did blow up a Cylon ship. Let's have... the civilian ship slowed down.
Yes, sir. On it, Commander.
I wouldn't say I collect the Black Series figures, but I do have a few of them, including the Grand Admiral. We'll go to Echo 822.
Centurions have boarded one of our ships.
Drive full on your mark.
Jupiter is taking damage.
So I'll show you what I was talking about earlier with this one, because it's actually quite an exciting battle. So you can view replay and you just sit back and watch. And this way you get to see things that you wouldn't actually have line of sight on, like the Cylon ships launching. Some of these camera angles are questionable. So every time you do the replay you get different ones.
I need flux reloads now.
Like, it's a bit jerky sometimes, especially with the fighters. But overall, it's a pretty good feature.
Mission for work.
I don't know what that shot was. Random shot with the nebula.
Keep that black wall up.
It is flak. It protects against all the missiles that the Cylons like using.
Sustained incoming. Vector 1-6.
We're taking sustained fire.
Nothing but the ring.
Oh, I see what you mean. So that Battlestar took some damage, which will be still there in the next one.
Set secondary batteries. Full attack mode. Fire at will.
First Cylon kill. I like it too. So we're going to move on to the next mission. We'll survive 10 of them. And you don't really know what you're going to face until you get there.
Go. Get some rack time while you can. We'll all know as soon as they find us again.
Salvage is used to repair ships, by the way, so we've got a bit extra. And we get 2 less turns for the FTL to spool up. I'm going to move that civilian ship to the back. Silos will probably appear over here, so we'll go left. So we've got 8 turns before we can jump, and 6 before they get reinforcements. And as you can see, there's little bits of damage on the hull here from when it took fire. Just a nice little detail, and that will carry through, even, which is again a nice little detail. Somebody X, yeah, I've been listening to that too. Have you heard the new live version of it that's on Spotify? Actually, I think I said we were going to go left, but I think we should. I just got this feeling we should go right.
Yes, Commander.
So we're going to go right instead, and maybe my intuition will be wrong and this will end in disaster, but we're going to do it anyway.
On it, Commander. Yes, Commander.
Right, that's all the ships there lined up. We're going to launch Vipers.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Gavin, welcome. It's good to see you. Thrawn, you actually need the civilian ships because one of them, the freighter which you lost the last time, carries weapons and ammunition, so you can resupply missiles, and the other one has engineering crews to repair the ships. So if you lose those ships, you can't repair or reload. And the transport here is kind of useless.
Nominal, RTS 3, I'm good to go.
All
Second
Vipers,
Edition
well,
one,
not all
I'm
Vipers.
Second Edition 1, this is not a drill.
A lot of Vipers have just been launched. We're going to I did not know that. That's a huge honour to know that they like what I do. thank you for letting me know. Did they say something? I will. Looks like I will have to.
Fire control is warmed up and preparing to leave.
Drinks on the first nugget to lose their kill slot.
What's this Battlestar doing? Get back into formation. Gavin, yeah, please do that. Thank you.
Yes, sir.
Manticore's going a little bit too fast.
Prepare flak ammunition. Squadron on.
Time to make a bunch of mama toasters cry.
I prefer young Adama from Razor. 2, actually. It's a shame they didn't use that actor again. We're going to activate the flak because they're getting closer. It's warning me that the friendly squadrons are active. I know they're active.
Squadron target is confirmed.
Because if you're not careful, that your own fighters can get caught up in the flak fields, and that's not very good for them. So it'd be nice to avoid that. I'm going to move this Battlestar over here, actually, so I can bring it round on the other side for the inevitable Cylons appearing over here. Actually, I'll move that one here as well. We're going to start that.
Understood.
Check your solutions before engaging.
Fighter squadron is taking fire.
Taking out these raiders here. 4 turns.
Turkey right 2, lower 3. I'm committed.
Keep that black wall up.
Hostile unit identified. So say we all.
Now, I think my mistake last time was recalling the Vipers too late, so we're going to bring them back now. Bring them in ahead so they don't get caught up in the flak. see where the Cylons show up next. It's way over there, that'd be really nice. But I'm sure it's going to be here, which is inconvenient. Oh, actually is over there. That's handy. We're going to cancel the flak on that one. And didn't have any flak there, so that should be fine. You want to go home and rethink your life.
Yes, sir.
Actually going to keep the fleet on a straight line. Got more reinforcements coming in one turn. Maybe they'll be on this side. Oh no, they're going to be directly ahead. Great. But they're way off over there, so it's not really going to be a problem. I'm going to recall Vipers. We'll cancel the flak there because we don't want the Vipers to fly through it.
Understood.
And we've got to cancel the flak there, so those Vipers don't fly through it.
Understood.
Actually, we're going to cancel that flak too. This will make us slightly vulnerable, but it is necessary to recover the fighters. You do get base stars later on as the missions get more difficult. We're going to fire nothing because it's not worth it. Of course, 2 squadrons of Vipers are still here, and look how close they are to landing. Oh well. We're going to slow that down.
Yes, sir.
Everything else should be fine. We're gonna be gone. Gavin, I looked it up, and it was book 2. So I wanted to ask you. Wouldn't it be better to start with book 1 in the series?
We're taking sustained fire.
We've got missile launch.
Missiles incoming.
Oh! Cylons jumped in right in the middle of the fleet. We've recovered all the... Go on, sure. We recovered all the Vipers. They will jump throughout the turn, but we're going to focus our weapons fire on these 2 ships that jumped in right here, partly for survival, and partly to show them That was a really stupid thing to do. That ship's out of range. Can target that one. Target that one. Why not? Let's see. This one, if we go here, we can repair and resupply. This one, the Cylons get an advantage that my jump drive takes 2 extra turns to load, to spool up. So we're going to go here and take a risk of whatever this is being something good. Probably won't be.
Target acquisition is screwed. Give me manual controls now. Stain incoming. Vector 2-3.
I'm not going to do the replay for that one because not much happened that was interesting. Krogan, I've had both vaccines. Still being cautious about going out because we have the Delta variant is running rampant, and the vaccines are apparently not quite so effective against it. I mean, they do protect you, so it's still worth getting it done, but being cautious still seems like the best thing to do. Okay, I'll make a note of that and then check it out after the stream. We can do some repairs. The fleet's actually not that damaged. So it's really not worth doing anything. Can't resupply because the freighter got blown up. So I will repair all this. Well, bigger Battlestars. $11 turns. This is going to get interesting. So I think what we're going to do is, instead of taking evasive action, we're going to go straight up the middle and hit them as hard as we can before we get overwhelmed by their reinforcements.
Understood.
We're going to keep the civilian ships
Yes, sir.
behind the big Battlestars. We're going to also launch all Vipers.
Yes, sir.
To help hit the enemy as hard as we can. Actually, I'm going to keep some Vipers back so that hold on a minute. Yeah, I am interested in Star Wars Andor. they're filming it all over the country here in the UK. Unfortunately, not close enough for me to go and have a sneaky look, but it's nice to know that they're filming it here. Everything's actually, wait a minute. We've got Raptors. So I'm not going to deploy the Raptors yet. Hello. We're going to keep still going right up the middle. And at some point we're going to have to turn to bring the flak to bear against these Cylons, but
Yes, Commander.
can we launch the nuke yet? No, we have to be able to scan the, we have to be able to identify them. That's annoying. We've taken care of that problem quite easily. Alright, let's move the fighters up ahead so we can get a visual on the enemy.
On it, Commander.
I said a visual on the enemy, and we didn't get one. If I go in really close. Focus fire on that. Turn to focus fire on these ships, so once they do get within range they'll just launch a massive salvo of weapon fire at them, and that should hopefully be helpful.
On it, Commander. Fighter squadron is taking fire.
Bogey in my kill slot!
IFF confirms unit is hostile.
4-5 by 9-9.
I think this frigate's not going to last very long. Let's see if we can do something about it to protect it. That would be
Understood.
that. These are proximity mines.
Yes, sir.
So we're going to launch one there into the middle of the fleet. Because they do a lot of damage.
Yes, sir.
I'm going to take out that ship there. It won't last very long with everything firing at it.
Missiles incoming.
Where have we got missiles coming from? I think that was it, actually. Okay. It's going to do a quick circle as we pass basically we're going to pass through this fleet of Cylon ships and tear them to pieces as best we can. And you know what else will help tear them to pieces? Missiles. We're going to fire at that ship. We can soften it up a bit. What's this one got? Nuke. We don't want to launch a nuke. I know you'd like me to launch the nuke, but it's a bit excessive. I have lots of nukes. So you know what, maybe I should launch one. There we go. We are launching a nuke. End turn.
Keep your target locked and watch the clearance.
IFF confirms unit is hostile.
We lost one of our Battlestars. We're going to move the fighters over there, partly to identify the newcomers, and also to clear them from the nuke blast radius.
So say we all.
I think I might be a bit too close to the nuke. But we'll see.
Get him! Get him! Get him!
Alert squadron. Warning 570 clear.
Trigger zone detected.
Oh. That's nasty. But we took out several Cylon ships there. That one's about to go. Let's see, focus fire on that one. And that's going to focus fire on that one. See, we can do some scouting of these ships. Where's this Celestra? Let's get it.
So say we all.
The Loki here is going to take a bit of a pounding. I do get the flak started.
Artemis is
We have a Cylon base star. Right, let's get our fighters out of there. Let's get them over there. You know what's good for Cylon base stars? Nukes. Now what I need to do is figure out how to launch the nuke without... that one's got the nuke. I can't launch the nuke because it'll just hit the asteroid that's in the way. And this... Right, we're going to take a risk and cancel the flak so we can launch a nuke at the base star.
Yes, Commander.
Spartan Sniper, I agree. I wish there would be a Star Wars game like this because I'd just play it all day. I'd never get anything done. I probably wouldn't finish Heir to the Empire, so maybe it's a good thing there isn't a Star Wars game like this. But there's definitely would be a lot of potential for it. Von Neely, I didn't know there was a Viper exploit. Part of me is kind of curious to ask about it, and another part of me thinks maybe I don't want to know.
Understood.
Gavin, thank you for the tweet. I'll check it out after the stream.
Missiles incoming.
The nuke is on its way. And there's nothing between it. I mean, I guess the Raiders are, but they'll ignore it. Hopefully. Where are those missiles going? Okay.
So say we all.
We're going to try and keep this asteroid field between us and the Cylons.
Yes, sir.
I can't put the flak field back up because it'll take out the nuke. And we want it to hit the target. So we're going to start manoeuvring around this asteroid field. Because we've got 3 turns left. Vipers are on their way. If they get to here, should be able to have them dock, return to base.
Yes, Commander.
Very quickly. Uh-oh. I say uh-oh because the nuke seems to have changed direction and is coming back. Of course, because of the nebula. Ah, fun, that's interesting to know. I'm playing Anabasis mode, so I don't know if I've got the CAG option. We're going to bring the flak back up here. The fighters are too far away, but the flak should take care of it. As they say in the show, brace for contact. It's actually the first time I had the nuke come back. Okay, Gavin, I'll check that out. I should be able to stay up.
We're gonna hammer the front.
Celestra is taking
Brace for
damage.
contact. Just trying to think ahead. Don't think I'm planning to do anything on Saturday night, so yeah, I should be able to do that.
Understood.
We're gonna have the fighters return to base. See what they're about to collide with. Oh, it's the debris.
Yes, sir.
Right, we managed to take out the nuke. So that is good. This squadron there is causing a problem. Excuse me.
Target accident is Give me manual control now. Secondary battery.
They just unloaded a whole load of missiles into the asteroid instead of firing them at me. I do have assault raptors. Alright, I'll check that out. Thank you. I'm not going to deploy the assault raptors because ideally we're about to jump away.
Solution updated.
Civilian ship is taking damage. Celestra is taking damage.
Alright, let's get out of here. We're going to go there.
Civilian ship is being attacked. Celestra is taking damage. Artemis is taking damage.
I kind of want to watch the replay for this one. Well, that's a useful tip to know. I will remember that when I deploy them in the next mission.
Bogey in my kill slot. Target is 45 by 99.
I suspect it was inspired by FTL. So a combination of FTL and the basis of the show itself.
Keep your target locked and watch the clearance.
I do enjoy watching the replays.
Get him! Get him! Get him!
Alert squadron, keep 42 by 70 clear for flag projection.
Armor breach!
Keep that black wall up.
Adjusting shot by .15. Fire!
And that's where the nuke turns around.
We're gonna hammer the frackers so they can't get back up.
Target acquisition is through. Give me manual controls now. Set secondary battery. Full attack mode. Fire at will.
Solution updated. Target acquisition maintained.
That was good. Yeah, I've heard the Book of Boba Fett's finished filming as well. So I'm looking forward to watching the show when it comes later this year. Christmas, I believe. They haven't started filming Mandalorian Season 3 yet, which is a shame, but I guess we'll get Book of Boba Fett and then Kenobi, and then hopefully Mando and Ahsoka after that. Right, what have we got here? Okay. If they ever make a Star Wars game like this, they should basically make it exactly like this. So the focus is more on the capital ships, but you can control the fighter squadrons basically like this. Alright, we've got 11 turns.
On it, Commander.
I'm sure they will have to rethink some of the plot lines because of Gina, but
Yes, sir.
I'm sure they've already figured that out and adjusted things accordingly. It's not the first time in television history where they've had to rethink a plot line because one of the cast members is no longer involved in the show. So they won't have any problems. This time we're going to take evasive because we did take a little bit of a beating in that last mission. Right. We're going to launch Vipers.
Understood.
Assault Raptor.
Yes,
But I'm going to try that. Vaughn, I'm going to try that Assault Raptor tactic you suggested.
Weapons free. Prepare for engagement.
Somebody X, is that a Babylon 5 reference I'm picking up there?
Yes, Commander.
I would be skeptical about any rumours that she's coming back. This is probably going to be my last mission for the night because I am getting quite tired. And this is, if I get it wrong, everyone dies. And that could happen even in this one, so let's see how we do. Because I can always resume the campaign next week.
Trigger zone detected.
Squadron, on me. We're going to make them pay.
I didn't issue orders to the fighters. Let's go and take that out. Yeah, let's go for that one.
Trigger zone detected. Missiles incoming.
Flak on all ships. That's not supposed to be going that way. I haven't got a lock yet, so I can't launch missiles. Flippy, I'm actually really enjoying Bad Batch.
Is taking fire.
Woo! This is what we do!
Especially the
Zone detected.
visuals.
Hostile unit identified.
Right, we've got...
Missile tubes prepped.
Right, and then recall.
Celestra is taking damage.
Drifter, I'm taking hits. I need flak reload now.
Oh. That's not good.
Yes, Commander.
Clean that
Understood.
up a little bit. I saw what you mean about the visuals being good. I like the way the way there's missiles deployed. Gee, we're not going to go straight back to base. We're going to go up a little bit so we can avoid the flak.
IFF confirms unit is hostile.
Vipers are just tearing the silos apart. That's nice. We need to get the Viper the Raptor over there so that it can land safely without getting caught in the flak.
Missiles incoming!
I've been watching Loki. I'm really enjoying Loki. Recognise the Marriott Hotel in Atlanta from the times I've spent at DragonCon.
Yes, sir.
I think the Celestia is about to get destroyed. The Marvel shows are kind of a slow burn.
Helena! I'm sorry.
WandaVision was also one of those shows that took a long time to really get to the meat of the story. So I'm going to keep watching Loki and see where it goes. We lost the Celestia. Three jumps. Alright, we're going to... It's going to be a problem. Inconveniently, the minefield is in the worst possible position compared to the fighters, so might be easier to go that way so I can get them back. I've heard of both Battlefleet Gothic games, I just never played any of them. I'm focusing 5 even though they're out of range simply because that will change very quickly.
Online. Target is 45 by 99.
Yeah, I see them up there. Let's bring the Battlestars closer to them. And fire some missiles.
Reloading.
Something just blew up. Right, recalling all fighters. I still have unlaunched fighters because I'm recalling the fighters so we can jump.
Firing on target. Optimize firing.
That's about to explode. Should be able to land in the next turn and then we can jump.
Keep your target locked and watch for clearance.
Or not. Which Jupiter they come back to?
We're gonna hammer the frackers till they can't get back up. Adjusting shot by .23. Fire.
Right, it's time to get out of here. Let's see what the options. We're gonna go for this one.
I don't care where we go. Jump in now.
I'm not gonna watch the replay. Alright, so I'm going to end the stream there because we've been going for about 2 hours and I get really tired and probably should head to bed. It's been great playing this game, having a break from Star Wars for a change. So thank you everyone for coming and watching, for the tips on things to look out for on playing the game, and just a good conversation. So I will be back next Monday. Usual time, midnight British Summer Time, or 7 PM EST. I've got the notes of the audiobook, so I can check it out later. So yeah, thank you everyone. The made us Star Wars Motherfricks. So yeah, take care everyone. See you next week. May the Thrawn be with you.